Josh among the Diamondbacks swinging a hot bat. We'll see if 74 degrees today.
10 innings, 8 hits, just 2 earned runs allowed.
Just 22 years old.
And that's a big arm. The way he throws, got the good slider, good curveball. Sprinkle in an occasional changeup, and he'll get a call from Dan Iasonia.
Gets the out on the fastball. First strikeout. Do very good. The command probably is the last thing to come for him, right? But it's still not that bad.
Strike. No, we won't call the command.
There's Oscar Marin, Pirates pitching coach. He's gotten a couple of strikeouts. 2 quick strikeouts. Never easy to get through Ketel Marte. That's a 16-game hitting streak now. He'll have a 2-out double. Now for Marte over the last 5 weeks. One of baseball's hottest hitters. And Walker has complimented. Marcano gets ahead, 2 strikes. And now less than that. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Roansy.
Fourth best pitch, and he really took that in.
Of course, Oscar referring to the home run Roansy allowed in San Diego. Oh, come on, go easy.
Many times
Easy.
learned from mistakes. Definitely made mistakes. But yeah, I mean, when you talk about it, I mean, it was a hanging changeup that you know, a bad selection, but a bad location.
Hayes has a chance at foul ground. Yeah, he's got that.
And when you start thinking about the elite pitchers, the top guys that maybe are middle rotation with as good as stuff.
And so when a guy is debuting or pitching,
you know, if you make that same mistake, it might be a pop up or a swing and miss.
Now
and anticipating a fastball, it's not there.
Already gotten a strike around that would do that.
Yeah,
tell younger players things.
Yeah, I think you always have somebody out there that's willing to. There's usually always a veteran or 2 that are willing to help.
Came after him and he was ready for it. Off the wall. Luplow is going to get a double, standing with 1 out.
Times roll over to third, roll over to short, swing and miss.
And Luplow hit it at 100. Alec Thomas with 2 home runs yesterday.
Year in the minor leagues, and you just dominate. Easy tapper there with a cracked bat. I don't know, was it?
Heard the word stretch, right? Is he pitching from the stretch or?
Here's the ball from his windup. He's kind of in that same position. A secondary pitch. To locate his fastball, and so he had some growing pains. Gorzelani had growing pains. You know, obviously in recent history, we saw the growing pains of Tyler Glasnow.
Well, Contreras always had that curveball, but added the slider as he went along. Trying that changeup there, but
way ahead of some guys. I mean, he wasn't one of those guys that just used one pitch to tear through the minor leagues. Coach said, hey, we need to work on this. We can't just throw that. That's a heck of a block right there.
Big level. Which may be quite different from the numbers.
Yeah. Prospects are, you know, these guys that are highly rated. And, you know, I had a pretty good career.
Perdomo runs. Herrera skies it to right. Mitchell has the final out. And the Diamondbacks.
This guy's got incredible upside for me.
And look at Statcast powered by Google Cloud.
And that's why, I mean, you see these guys, the Diamondbacks, I mean, they're geared up for fastball, and they've turned a couple fastballs in on the slider. So those two pitches Mike just showed you, they're arriving, 5 or 10 feet later than you're starting your swing. You're geared up for that fastball, and those two pitches, the changeup and slider, aren't getting there. The curve have a chance to at least recognize the curveball, because that spin is the easiest to recognize out of the pitcher's hand.
Like that one.
Yeah. It's almost like, you want to get to that fastball, even though it's velocity. It'd be hard. It's not getting there, and it's breaking.
And that's why he doesn't use his changeup, in my opinion, very, very often, Rock, is because it almost have to earn it. That's why a lot of guys that throw harder have a lot of extra movement or throw a split finger, because it's kind of thrown into hitters' bat speed a lot of times.
Back and hit that very hard. But yeah, that's why it's important, like as far as the development, the changeup, and if he is going to incorporate it more to lefties, that you don't want to miss with it up in the zone, because it's hittable. Whereas if it
does, he's also got high spin, which makes this stuff even more impressive.
That right there, that curveball, yeah, good luck with that too. Again, you recognize that spin. It doesn't mean you can hit it, but you have a chance to lay off it. That's my point as far as like the curveball. I wouldn't worry as much about.
That curveball hit to right. Not a very quick inning for Roansy.com. Roansy Contreras, such a distinguished looking lid. I like that. Chapeau. 96, but with that kind of stuff, now you're talking about an all-star.
Oh, you're talking about Cy Young Award winner. Yeah, that's it.
So as he goes along, we always talk about that as he comes up with another strikeout. But those younger been pitch efficient as
average in terms of the number of pitches there. Above average.
Oh yes.
As far as
yes, right. That's better. Yeah.
Even Davies.
By how many pitches you throw.
Yeah.
I mean, there always was some element of that.
Watch out. When you
strikeouts,
foul balls, harder to put in play.
Frustrating the veteran Peralta. 6 strikeouts for Contreras.
And that's what you get. You get really good hitters swinging at pitches that look really bad at the end. So you start sooner.
I thought Michael had a great visual of
about a perfect location.
Weekly hit to Hayes. And another dominant inning for Roansy Contreras, putting up 4 zeros against the Diamondbacks. Chavis will save Contreras a couple of steps.
I like it. I like it. I'd take it. Your
pitcher in the major leagues. This is through 4 starts, just under 18 innings. It's just the beginning, but usually guys when they first start are going to be poorer, and then we keep saying, well, he's really good right now.
Yeah.
Saw that the rookie of the year right now for the rookie of the year race. I mean, 5 is the Sawinski and Alec Thomas lead in the home runs for rookies. It's only the 3rd hit, and Sawinski keeps Perdomo at first. So it might end up, they are going to be good. They are good today. And both have been very good when they've been asked to pitch. I got an out there? No, almost.
What was the pitch?
Sometimes there's a difference between a
swipe with his glove. It's a little further from the bag.
Contreras comes through with a shot to the top for Josh Rojas.
When you see a guy like Contreras with getting through the ball or getting to the ball, that depth has it break below the bat path, you know, and whereas
that I can't remember, but and you saw that ball get hit well, but when he's had it, I guess with better depth, is how you say it. We've seen him have 16 swings and misses on the slide.
96 painted on the outside corner at the knees. I'm sorry, but that's unfair.
2-2 on Rojas. Out to right at Mitchell.
I think that was the pitch I was just talking about.
It's on top of it. It's got depth down in the zone. That's what creates that swing and miss. It's so impressive, this youngster's intent. And
notice the location of all of them. None of them were on the plate. I mean, on the edge, on the inside corner, at the very bottom of. Now, if it's, you know, that you see the 86, 86, 87, it's kind of around that zone. Nice play there.
Good range by Castro.
Yeah, that's tough. There's traffic. But yeah, when you start getting in reach, that's far away from you when they're hitting the bottom of the zone, outside corner or below. Even a lefty.
So when you think about depth, guys, you think about a ball that's going to come in and it has that vertical movement down in the zone. It creates whoop right down to the bottom of the zone. And guys with good depth, it's so hard because it looks like it's going to be right there. And just like that one, you kind of give up on it. Like right behind it, just like this, these guys are in my head. You can tell that there's not much arch to it. It comes right off that fastball.
And Ketel Marte with a couple of hits. Second double.
Pretty nasty.
And you also mentioned the location. That was the first one that was really pretty much over the middle of the plate.
Right.
Instead of being down.
Deep into ball games, you'll see that ball start to back up a little bit because they're having a little bit more trouble getting extension. Just like that fastball.
Trying to get through a sixth inning. Walker knocked down, stays with it, and Chang.
Guys, they'll attack balls and end up being able to avoid that in-between hop.
Great point.
And so that's where Castro kind of got stuck in between, and it came up hard, you know. And so it's a tough play. You're staying back. You're hoping to get a good.
In the middle of the game yesterday. Hey, you got to get your feet moving. He got tied up on an error, and then he did come in and scoop a ball. He juggled it, but he had time to still get the out, and so that, you know,
Contreras getting an opportunity to get out of this.
Great point on that too. We've seen, especially the young.
Couldn't get a win pitching very well last time. The only way he's going to get a win here is get out of this and the Pirates score.
I got to summon that. Let me get that ground ball. Let me get that strikeout. Well, he's got the ladder. His 8th strikeout.
Performance. Another great block. Michael
in the 6th. Look. 2-0 here. Gives him the fastball, but off him back in that second inning. To take the lead. Try it again.
Yeah, I like it. That looks like a heater.
Popped him up, but it's going to get into the seats. Guys, don't get beaten on your 4th pitch late in the game.
Oh, how did he do it? How did he get? How did he touch?
One more from Roansy.
Ah, man, another good pitch.
Roansy, one more. And it'll be ball 4. Here comes Marte to score. He can.